Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're taking a deep dive into some recent and pretty critical aviation incidents from May and June 2025.
Yeah, we're drawing from quite a stack of sources here,
Mhm.
news reports, encyclopedias, the lot.
Exactly.
And what's fascinating here, I think, is that we've got a real range of scenarios. Everything from a major commercial airliner tragedy
Mhm.
to a near miss and also a fatal helicopter crash. Each one really offers unique insights into, well, the complexities of air travel safety.
Right, so our mission here is basically to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, give you a shortcut to understanding what happened, and maybe more importantly, why it matters in aviation. Let's start with a big one. Air India flight AI-171. That crash in Ahmedabad, June 12th.
The terrible event.
Yeah, Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner crashed into a hostel building just after takeoff from Ahmedabad. They issued a mayday at only about, 625 feet.
That's right, just incredibly low altitude for something so catastrophic.
And the scale,
Yeah.
just heartbreaking.
It really is. The numbers are just devastating. Of the 242 people on the plane, 241 died.
Almost everyone.
And then on the ground, over 38 fatalities were reported. So you're looking at a total of more than 279 lives lost.
Just awful. But there was, remarkably, one survivor from the plane.
Yes, one sole passenger survivor, Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, which is, almost unbelievable given the circumstances.
And here's where it gets, really interesting from an aviation perspective.
Mhm.
This was the first fatal crash involving a Boeing 787 Dreamliner.
That's the key point. For such a modern aircraft designed with, so many redundancies.
Right, you expect more resilience.
Exactly. So what does that tell us? The preliminary findings are pointing towards something pretty specific. Investigators noted the emergency power system, the ram air
The
turbine.
RAT, yeah, the little propeller that drops down.
Precisely. That activated. And that strongly implies a dual engine failure very shortly after takeoff.
Both engines failing on a 787.
Wow. It forces a serious reevaluation, doesn't it? The investigation is, of course, massive. You've got India's DGCA, the NTSB from the US, the FAA, Boeing, GE Aerospace. Everyone's involved.
Have they got the black boxes?
They have. They recovered the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder. There are some concerns, though, about potential fire damage maybe affecting the data. We'll have to wait and see.
And the reactions? Widespread condolences, obviously.
Yeah.
And the pilot, Captain Sumit Sabharwal, being called a hero.
Understandably. It's just a stark reminder, isn't it? Even the most advanced tech isn't foolproof against, well, unforeseen events.
Okay, so from that tragedy, let's shift gears a bit. There was another incident, Indigo Flight 889 near Chandigarh back on May 2nd. Also involved engine issues, but a very different outcome.
2600, a turboprop, it was flying from Jaipur to Chandigarh and hit severe rain. It experienced a dual-engine flameout.
So both engines stopped working there, too.
Yes, but here's the crucial difference. Both engines automatically restarted.
Ah, okay. So the systems worked as designed in that case.
Exactly. It's a testament to those auto-relight systems. The aircraft landed safely. No injuries, no fatalities.
That really provides a different perspective, doesn't it? Shows how system resilience can sometimes, thankfully, avert disaster.
It absolutely does. It highlights that while engine failures are always serious, modern aircraft often have layers of safety built in.
Now, the Air India incident pointed towards complex mechanical issues, potentially. But our third incident really highlights another major factor, weather.
Yes, the Uttarakhand helicopter crash on June 15th.
This was a helicopter on the Kedarnath-Gupkashi pilgrimage route. 7 passengers aboard, including kids. It crashed near Gorakund.
And tragically, everyone on board died, plus one person on the ground.
And the cause here was attributed directly to
Severe weather. That's
Sure.
the key takeaway. Helicopters, they operate differently from planes, lower altitudes, more vulnerable to localized, intense weather.
especially in tricky terrain like mountains.
Precisely. Sudden winds, visibility issues. It's a huge challenge. The response was swift NDRF, SDRF teams deployed. And Ariane Aviation, the operator, had their char-down operations suspended pending safety reviews.
It really underscores how external factors, like weather, can just have a profound impact, particularly for certain types of aircraft like helicopters.
Absolutely. It's a different kind of risk factor compared to, say, a potential systemic issue on a large jet.
So, wrapping this up,
Hmm.
what does this all mean for you listening? We've covered quite a spectrum, haven't we?
We really have. From complex potential mechanical failures on a cutting-edge jet,
To the way systems can work to save the day, like with the Indigo flight.
and then the raw power of weather impacting helicopter safety. Each event sadly carries lessons.
These incidents, tragic or averted, they definitely push the boundaries, don't they? They force the industry to keep learning, keep improving safety protocols, technology, everything.
It's a continuous process of understanding and advancing aviation safety, never static.
So here's something to think about. What complex lessons do these recent events, ranging from potential system failures in advanced aircrafts to the sheer unpredictable force of severe weather, teach us about the ongoing pursuit of safety and resilience in air travel? And maybe, how do they shape your own perception of flying?